The history of the US dollar is a fun one, but there's one coin we always forget to include. Early issues were the bust design, some of the rarest coins ever struck to this day, right? And then we have that seated Liberty, years where we found silver to make it before the Comstock lode. But when the Comstock lode was discovered in Virginia City, Nevada, the first coin we made was not the Morgan. It was the second coin. The first coin we made was for trade with the Orient, opening up the trade routes and our influence in the world. A heavier coin, great story behind it. And tonight, not only do we have it, we have them all dated 1878S. Not the Morgan, tonight, the trade dollar. But look at the price for these authentic pieces of our history. Yeah, $299.95. That is a remarkable price. Now, every single one of these has been certified as genuine, an authentic coin. The reason why, and many of you might have seen these over the last year or two, we've been doing this for more years than that, is anything coming out of the Orient, Silver Eagles or anything, most of them are frauds. They're just not real. If silver is at $37, how can somebody sell you a Silver Eagle for $25, right? The cost of silver is $37, which means the premium from the mint, etc. Well, the coin that was made here and pushed over there was this coin to open up trade purposely. However, the Spanish 8 real was the dominant coin in the world at this time. We used it as our design for the silver dollar. However, we used a circulating coin, which means the weight for our silver dollar is slightly under that of other silver dollars around the world. Just one of those things, kind of a funny ha-ha story, but it is what it is. So this one was increased to 420 grains of silver, making it truly a 1 ounce plus silver dollar. It is our heaviest silver dollar ever. It was made for a very short chapter of time, early 1870s. And tonight we have the last year of issue, and we have the San Francisco Mint, all tied together. As you can see on your screen, all of our coins are hand-selected, circulated specimens. They're above average quality. Some of them have the chop marks, which were put on by merchants in the Orient to validate and prove they were silver. They didn't even trust it back then. Yes, I'll expand a little bit further on the authentic versus coins that are out there that are not, right? Here are our numbers, and we're good at this. And my buying team is very good at this. The last 25 coins we bought that had the sound test, the weight test, and the look and feel as to what they were supposed to be netted us 15 real coins. There were 10, wow, forgeries. And that's just what's out there. Not saying the people that are selling them know they are, but whenever we get a coin like this that we know is part of that storyline, we're going to have it sent out just to validate it's real. And then the quality is, well, what you see here, beautiful circulated coins, because again, in 1887, after a decade of the Morgan dollar being here, and it was starting to become accepted the world over, we were growing as a country our first 100+ years. We discontinued the trade dollar as a functional use or a functional instrument. We devalued it and we destroyed it. Anything the U.S. Mint had at that time was gathered and destroyed, which is why they're so precious and so few of them seen in the open marketplace today. To give you an idea on mintages versus authentic coins, this one is a head shaker. And I'm a big numbers person, but here's a head shaker, okay? The population of the Morgan dollar in 1878, right, was 9.7 million S's, 9.7 million P's, There are 2.2 million Carson cities, so we're looking at a little over 20 million coins, right? They produced only 4.1 million trade dollars. The difference here is we destroyed this one. So now, with the grading services being out there for the majority of them, NGPC, ANAX, ICG, the big four as most referred to, being out there for the last 40 years doing this for us as collectors, the 1878 population estimate is 6,483 coins known. Relevance there is, well, if you take NGC and PCGS, ICGX, add them together, you're about 400,000 Morgans known. All grades, all mints. 6,483 trades. So again, these are just hand-selected, quality, eye-appeal coins. All of them certified authentic. The best of the best. It is just an outright crazy, crazy story. Love it. Outright love it. Okay, net weight. What does 420 grains actually mean? Let me reverse the answer for you. The Morgan dollar, as we know it, we call a 27-gram silver dollar, right? It really nets down to 26.73, right? And then the alloy, 90% plus 10%, is the difference for its weight. The trade dollar is 27.22 grams. So it's a little bit heavier, but that way it would be accepted in the world as what it is. Our heaviest silver dollar ever. Good. All right, guys, give me a 1-minute clock down to our last handful. If you are visiting us via the web, that will be avccoins.com. And this is in your shopping cart. We've already had a handful of sellouts already this evening. This is one of our limited items going into the conversation, and it's going to be one of the sellouts going forward for the rest of the show. We might have other years on our website. Good question to ask. Thanks, Hunter. Check us out, avccoins.com. Again, trade dollar is one of the tabs. It'll list what we do have. I know we might have some 77S's, maybe a 73, 74P. I haven't looked for a little bit. But I love the story of the 78S because whenever we talk about the 78S, everybody thinks of the Morgan dollar. Well, how about the rarer silver dollar from 1878? The rarer S mint. That's the trade dollar. And tonight, again, all of our coins are guaranteed authentic, genuine, beautiful hand-selected circulated coins as you see on your screen. Don't miss out. This is a story of our history and a unique story that usually is, well, forgotten.